YB stays on your neck.
For the rematch, it's gonna be the same, man. I'm gonna be more prepared, more ready. I know his flaws. I could do a lot better. I think the only thing that he could do is just run around, And he's not good at boxing, not a good boxer. But
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So we just heard there from Andy, gassed out of his mind, Ruiz, and this is why there's a lot of you AJ super fangirls out there who support everything he does and suck him off no matter what. This is why YB, before this fight, before he ever lost, was imploring AJ, come on, man. Don't forget all that stuff. This is the fight game. Don't show these people respect. Let them earn the respect. If they're respectful, let them earn it though. Don't just suck everyone off left, right, and centre. You have to come with discipline, and this is why. Because look at Ruiz now, yeah. AJ is all nicey, giving belts, taking pictures and whatnot. Ruiz beats him. Ruiz ain't showing no respect to AJ. Is there anything respectful about saying, oh, yeah, the only thing AJ can do is run away. He not a good boxer. Is that respectful? I don't think it is personally. The only thing the rematch is going to be the same, that's fair enough. But then to go on and say, the only thing AJ can do is run away. The only thing AJ can do is run. He's not a good boxer. He's not good at boxing. That's fucking muggy.com. I'm sorry. I know all you AJ fans will still say, oh no. I love AJ being humble. I love AJ sucking everyone off, even when people throw dirt at him. I love it. That's your business. I don't love it. It irritates me. I don't see why. If people are nice people, then great, yeah. But when you've got Fury, Wilder, ESPN, everyone, snidey, throwing things, for me personally, the way I was brought up, if people are two-faced or whatever, you don't show them respect. You don't grin teeth in front of people who are two-faced. That encourages them to keep doing it. No, he needs to let these goons know what time it is. When he gets back on top again, I really hope, and in fact, let me go further, I'll be really disappointed and frustrated if he wins the belts back again, and he's, oh yeah, Fury's a great boxer, yeah, Fury's the best boxer, yeah, Wilder's the best boxer, Wilder wants to fight, oh yeah, Ruiz a great boxer. No, they're not. Call a spade here. Ruiz is fat and overweight. Fact. Fury's scared to death to fight anyone good. He's hiding away fighting stiffs because he's literally mentally broken. Wilder's right hand broke him. Yeah? He got confident. After 3 years off, he just built his confidence out, and Wilder knocked the confidence clean out of his head. Now he's ran away somewhere fighting stiffs in Las Vegas to half-capacity crowds. Yeah? That's the facts of the matter. He was confident. He got in the ring with Wilder, and Wilder knocked the confidence clean out of his head. Fact. Not a bit of confidence left. That's why he dragged Shorts up, number 60 rank. You don't drag number 60 ranks up if you're confident about your ability. You just don't. It's like Floyd Mayweather. Did Floyd fight the absolute best? No, he didn't. But, I'm talking about towards the end of his career, he didn't fight the best, but it was always a world level standard. Always a world level standard. Either world champions or world level standard. That's because he was confident in his abilities. Now, he didn't fight the Errol Spencers or the Terence Crawfords or whatever. But still, he fought a world level. Fury ain't doing that. He's fighting absolute stiffs. Complete stiffs. And in the heavyweight division, you've got to realise there's not that much depth. It's not like 147 or 154 or whatever. Or 140 where there's a lot of, 147 where there's a lot of depth. Where you can pick mid-tier guys and they're really good. In heavyweight, it's almost like there's top 10 and then everyone else is top 200. There's no real middle ground at heavyweight. Because there's not how many massive men. Do you know how many men at 6'5" do you really know? There's not many. It's rare. There's not a big pool of men to choose from. But even then, Fury still refuses to pick the top 15. He picks the bottom 200 instead. Yeah? And that's what I'm saying. You've got to start calling these things. It's like the other day when Fury fought Schwartz. And his response to that was, oh yeah, well, I could call names, I could talk shit, but I'm not gonna. Why not? Fury mugged you off. Oh, yes, Anthony Joshua, he's no good, he's too stiff, he's not a good man, he's not a Christian man, not a fighting man, he quit. Oh, he spit his gum shield out, and he quit. Oh, yes, oh, Tom Schwartz is a real man, he's a fighting man. Tom Schwartz showed no quit. Yes, Deontay Wilder punched the consciousness clean out of my cunt. He punched the consciousness out of my cunt. That's what he was saying. He even admitted it, to be fair. He admitted that Deontay Wilder punched the consciousness clean out of his cunt. Clean out. It was gone. Disappeared. Nowhere to be found. Oh, Bob Arum. Please, Bob Arum. Don't put me in there with Deontay Wilder. Oh, Deontay Wilder. He's going to punch my cunt in again. Please, Bob Arum. Bob Arum, please. Don't put me in there with Deontay Wilder. Please, Bob. Don't put me in there with the Alabama Slammer. He's going to punch my cunt in. Oh, Bob Arum, please. Don't put me in there with Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, the Alabama Slammer. Don't put me in there. He's going to punch the confidence clean out of my head again. Please, Bob. These are all the things he was saying. And AJ needs to see it and call it as he sees it. And I wouldn't mind, People say, oh, YB, it's just the way AJ is. No, it's not. AJ's admitted on a number of occasions, I bottle it up. I put a mask on to the public. So don't come and try and make out AJ's like Gandhi. He's not. His name ain't Anthony Jesus Joshua. He is who he is. He puts a mask on to titillate and please you super AJ fans who think he's this godly figure. He's really not. He's a human being and he's a half road man. That's the facts of the matter. And if you don't believe me, I've showed you man before. You can see the clips. Look at the Jarrell Miller pre-fight. Yeah? It's talking about rearranging Jarrell Miller's face. It's there. In that Dylan White clip I played the other day. Where AJ literally says, I keep a lid on it. I keep a lid on it. I keep it polite. But I don't want to. These are the things he said. It's all evidenced. Even that Fury situation, once again he admits, he says, listen, I could talk shit, but I'm not gonna. That's all evidence. It is inside him. He just bottles it up for the pounds and the pence. But at this point, for me, it's the respect and the disrespect of it is worth more than a few quid. And besides, Floyd Mayweather's proved you can make much more than you can in any sponsorship. You can do that after. But whilst you're in this sport, there's too many two-faced people around the place. Too many two-faced. And this little dude, Andy Ruiz, he's feeling too nice. He's getting too gassed. And I really hope AJ sees this, And I hope it gives him that vicious and menacing feelings towards Ruiz. Because this guy's muggy, I'm telling you now. Yeah? He's feeling nice, and rightly so in a way. Because look at everyone's blowing him up saying, yeah, Ruiz, you've got so much power. Even though he went life and death with Dimitrenko. Even though Ruiz went life and death with Dimitrenko 2 months later, Ruiz thinks he's got godly power now. Ruiz thinks he's been blessed by demons. Ruiz believes he's got demonic power in both of his hands now. Because everything he touched AJ with, AJ was falling all over the place. He's feeling himself. Listen to him. The rematch is going to be the same. The only thing AJ can do is run away again. Is this guy mad? And like I say, in this rematch, man, if McCracken trains AJ to be a back foot fight, if I see AJ coming out and backing up, wow. Oh man, I don't know. Let me be reserved. Let me not say what I was going to say then. Let's just see what happens first. Let's see it first. But I swear to God, if I see AJ running backwards, oh my gosh. Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive for now. But bottom line is, this guy saying, yeah, and that's what happens. Yeah? AJ came out trying to box and do all this weird shit, goofy stuff going on, all this goofy ass behavioural stuff he was doing in the ring, all the goofy, running backwards, and Ruiz has seen that, and this is what I try to tell everyone. Ruiz saw that got Ruiz's cock rock hard. Seen a big 6'5" ferocious fighter. AJ was never billed as a Tyson Fury. Fair enough, yeah. If Ruiz had come out and he was fighting Tyson Fury, I'd understand it. Expected. It was expected for Ruiz to walk Fury down or to come forward. That's expected. It was not expected for Ruiz to turn AJ into Tyson Fury. Not expected at all. And it's like, I just don't get it. People are telling me and telling me I'm weird. What do you mean, YB? Joshua isn't an inside fighter. Joshua hasn't been built as a ferocious fighter. What are you talking about? AJ's a 1-2. AJ's a back foot fighter. What are you on about? AJ is a step forward with a 1-2, step forward with a jab, and get to work. That's what he is. Simple. All of his fights have been that way. Come forward. No back step unless you're going to move forward. The only time I've seen AJ take a back step is when he's looking to step and counter, or to step and then move forward again, to avoid some heat. But with the intent of coming forward. Never have I seen AJ just looking to run backwards. Never. And Ruiz has looked, I bet Ruiz has watched this fight back loads of times, and he's so confident because, and to his, not being funny, but he has the right to be confident, because if that was me in that performance, I'd be feeling nice as well. That's how bad AJ was. AJ didn't just lose, AJ lost and got this man completely gassed, because look at all AJ's hype. Look at his fights. Look how ferocious he is in the Dillian Whyte fight, in the Klitschko fight, etc, etc. Yeah? Ruiz is in there thinking, you know what? Look at this big 6'5" guy who is billed as King Kong or whatever. I've just bullied him around the ring. I've just bullied him and knocked him around like a yo-yo. Yeah? That's how so imagine that. It's almost, yeah, it's literally like beating King Kong. Imagine if you're the man to knock King Kong out. You're going to feel well nice, ain't you? You sit there and you think, look, Dillian Whyte, look how great a fighter Dillian Whyte is. Dillian Whyte got murked by this guy, and I just murked him. So he's feeling himself. And AJ in this fight, I don't know what he's got to do. I do know what he's got to do, but whatever conversations need to be had, the attitude, I need to see the Dillian Whyte performance in there. I need to see it. Because Ruiz hasn't got no... Listen, I'll tell you this for free. Dillian Whyte has 10 times more power than Ruiz. And AJ got hit by Dillian Whyte and didn't even faze him. Didn't faze him. Got hit and marched forward the same way. That's what I need to see. Whatever needs to be done, get that guy in the ring. Whatever needs to be done. Because this Don's disrespectful. And, like I say, I don't even necessarily disagree with Ruiz being disrespectful, but what irritates me is AJ shows so much respect to these people, and this is how they repay him. It's fair enough. If AJ was a shit talker, I wouldn't even be making this video because it's tit for tat, innit? But the fact that AJ was so humble when he was the champion, changing Ruiz's bum life and whatnot, with money and fame and whatnot, that's all that AJ's doing. And Ruiz is out here talking about just throwing. This isn't. There's a difference between being realistic. As an example, if the guy asked him, "What do you think will happen in the rematch?" and he said, I think it's going to be the same thing," that wouldn't be a problem. But he comes out and says, not only does he say the rematch is going to be the same, which is fine, he then goes on to say the only thing AJ can do is run away again. He's not good at boxing. He's not a good boxer. That's just mad, man. I'm sorry. It's like a Formula 1 driver. Yeah, Lewis, it's like one Formula 1 driver saying to another, "Oh yeah, he's not a good driver. He can't drive." That's disrespect. That's not being realistic, or that's not being fair. That's just pure disrespectful. Like, as an example, a football player. Yeah, he can't play football. He's not a baller. He's not a footballer. He can't play football. That's disrespectful. That's a shot. Ruiz is taking a shot at Anthony Joshua, and therefore it needs to be repaid. Because what mine is, we know AJ can box. We know he can box. We know he can fight, and he's actually a great fighter. And that's what makes it. That's what I'm trying to say to you guys. We all know AJ is a great fighter, but yet he comes out and says he can't box. He's no good at it. That's disrespectful. It needs to be beaten out of him. Yeah? And this is why AJ should be more verbal and shouldn't give all these men so much respect until they've earned it. As an example, Klitschko earned the respect from Joshua. No problems with that at all. You don't see me making a video saying, "Oh, AJ needs to call a spade and AJ needs to gun for Klitschko." Ruiz needs to get it. Fury needs to get it. Wilder needs to get it. And whenever Dillian Whyte chirps up, he needs to get it as well. Put them all back in their boxes. That's what needs to happen from now on, in my opinion.